Four things: Super Bowls, clocks, kings' names, and even common names. What do they have in common? They all use Roman numerals. Super Bowl 30. It would be Super Bowl XXX. A clock. Draw a clock. You would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. King's names. About Henry VIII. Common names. How about somebody today that plays quarterback for the Redskins? RG3. All common uses of Roman numerals today. So I'm going to teach you how to use Roman numerals and what they are. I'm going to start by giving you the base of the Roman numerals, the base number system. This is how they're classified. I equals 1, X equals 10, C equals 100, M equals 1,000, V equals 5, L equals 50, and D equals 500. We will reference this throughout. Now, one thing to know when you're writing out a number, you use these to make numbers, but you have to start with the highest number value first when you're writing. So say you want to write 55. You can see right here the L is 50 and V is 5. So in order to write 55, you would use the L for 50 and the V for 5. LV, because 50 plus 5 equals 55. Pretty simple. So if I wanted to write a number, say, I don't know, let's write this number, 1566. How would you write that? You would find out where the 1,000 is, because it would be first, the highest number, M. 500? I see 500 right here, D. Now 66. To make 66, you would have to add 50, which is L, X, to make 60, 50 plus 10 is 60, and then 6 would be 5 plus 1. This, you have 1566. It's standard notation. It's really easy to write. You just, if you're writing any number, you use the base 7 numbers. Always make sure that your first number is the highest. Start with the highest and work your way left to right to the lowest. Now if you start from 1 to 10 and you want to write out 1 to 10, you're going to see some differences in what I just said. 1, I. 2, I, or I. 3, I. 4, you would think it'd be I. It's actually IV, and then V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is different from the normal notation of writing, this one. Because when you write letters like this, it is actually the lower value is before the higher value. In essence, meaning subtraction. So this would be 1 and 5. To make 4, notice how it's ahead, so it basically would be 5 minus 1. Now just to make things more confusing, 10 is the same way. 1 before the 10, or 9 is. 1 before the 10 equals 9. Now we can't use this. Say if you write this, 1L. equals 49, right? No, it does not equal 49. When using the subtraction method, there's only a select few numbers that you can actually use the subtraction method with. We only use it IV equals 4. IX equals 9. XL equals 40. XC equals 90. CD equals 400. And CM equals 900. This subtraction method are the only 6 ways to do Roman numerals, because 5 minus 1 is 4. 10 minus 1 is 9. If you notice up here, this is 50. So 50 minus 10 is 40. 100 minus 10 is 900. So if you wanted to write the 49, which we had before, you would simply take X, 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 V, I apologize, 49. Now let me show you a little bit of addition. Let's take an easy one. 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1. V plus IV plus I plus I. Now if we do this, we know this is 9, 10, 11. So the answer should come out to be XI, which is what I would do, because it's easier to just, for me it's easier to do numbers and add it up. But if you were to take this, you would have to use the notation, or this is how I would do this. Now say we get more complicated. In Roman numerals, it's supposed to be grouping. You're supposed to learn how to group things. So say we come with 68 plus 129. To write 68, you write L, X, V, I, plus C, X, X, I, X. Now the way that they teach you in with the Roman numerals, it's just grouping. You add these together, meaning you take the top value, C, get rid of that. The next value, L, get rid of that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 X's. X, 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 X. Get rid of these X's. A V, I. Simple grouping. This should be the correct answer. Now when we write it out, according to what we have C, which is 100, plus 50, plus 10, 20, 30, 40, plus 5, plus 3. So what do we get here? I wrote that wrong, so this should be plus 4, actually. 150 plus that, 90 plus 5 plus 4. So 199. This should equal 199. But it doesn't. Because of this, because of the way that we wrote out 9. It does not come out to 199. So in order to rewrite this, instead of using the subtraction way of writing 9, which would be that, write it all the way out. 68 L, LX, V, I, plus 129, which is C, X. Now instead of writing the IX for the 9, write it all the way out, V,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now group them together and you should come up with the right answer. So when you group them together, you take the highest, which is C. Then you have L. Then you have 1, 2, 3, X, 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 X. You have 2 V's, V, V. And you have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be your correct answer. But for Roman numerals, it's all about grouping. So if you take it from right to left, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. So 7 1, you make 1 5 and have 2 ones left over. So add a 5 to that. Take those and have 2 left over. So now you have 3 5s. You can take those 3 5s and into a 10, 2 of them. So cancel out these 2 and add another S. And now simplify it. So now what we have here is 100 plus 50 plus 40 plus 5 plus 2. 150 plus that is 190 plus 5 is 195, 97. Is that right? Let's figure it out. 129 plus 68. Do is carry that 6, 7, 8, 9. 197. So just remember, when adding, use long. Although this right here, or this right here, this is a 4 and 9. Write it out separately. So when you're adding, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right here, just write it out 1, 2, 3, 4. This way, the grouping works. Because if you have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, this turns into a 5 die. If you have 4, 2, it doesn't work right because grouping, you group these together, and then you see, so it actually be V by I, and it doesn't work the right. So now let's do some practice for us, our addition. Look, as I said before, G, okay? Rushing stats for the season, 815. What's that? We would have 8, 5, BP, 6, 7, 8, C, 815. Passing your C had 32. M, M, for 1,000, and then 200, C, C. The zeros, because this written as 3,200. Add these together. Find out his total yards. D, C, C, X, D, plus D. This way, we start from the lowest. We have L. So we have M, M, L. What's next? D's. D. For that, what do we have? We have C's. We have C, D, C, X, V. Could be your final answer, but not because notice how you have 5, 5, that turns into a D. Get rid of those, the D.
also notice that maybe 1,000. So what is that? Turns down. So D, C, C, S, M, 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 D, C equals. You simplify it. M, M, 1, 2, 3, 15 yards. So, helps you a little, confusing, helps you learn on the numerals and how they're used in daily life. So, this assignment will refer to